So how important do you think having a native accent or good pronunciation is when speaking English?
What's the difference between accent and pronunciation? Or do they, do they interfere with each other or whatever?
I feel like they're intertwined somehow, because you can pronounce words differently depending on where you're from. A native speaker of English, if you're British or American or Indian or Irish. But of course, pronunciation is the most important thing. It's more important actually than the accent. It's what stays, it's how the word is put to life, maybe how it comes out of the paper is the pronunciation. And the stress, the syllable stress and the sentence stress, also word stress, intonation, this is all part of speaking, and accent I feel is a small part. But if it's too, especially Brazilians, if it's too strong, it can influence pronunciation. That's when it's bad. So you don't have to have a native accent. You don't have to, absolutely you don't have to have. But
actually, what is native?
Even in the country, there are different accents.
Exactly, regional and local, for sure. I agree with that. And we cannot, we don't teach accents. I think no English teacher teaches accent. But having said that, please, Brazil, don't judge me, or do. I like that I have very little Brazilian accent because, and only because, it helps in my classes. It helps me teach. Why? Because students listen to, videos. They watch videos. They listen to podcasts of people speaking English, and then they associate with the English that I'm showing them. I'm offering them. But it's not the most important thing in the way I teach, and I know that. And it cannot be the most important thing in the way anyone teaches. Otherwise, any American or British or whatever could teach English, or any Brazilian could teach Brazilian Portuguese, and that's not the case at all. So it's nice to have a good accent, I think. But what is a good accent anyway? It's nice to imitate, actually. It's what I think I do unconsciously. I think I imitate, and I like imitating people. You know that. I have imitated all of you in the past. I'm not an impersonator, but I like imitating accents. I listen to them. I pause when I watch a movie, and I pause and I imitate the accent, the pronunciation as well. But it's not the most important thing at all. However, let's not accent shame people who want to have less accent, or people who have a Brazilian accent. But don't say TikTok. Just that's all I ask. Say TikTok. And I know that some people come to me and say, but the Americans, when they speak Portuguese, they're like, vou fazer, and they start imitating. Okay, do you want to be like them? Do you want to speak like them? Or do you want to come as close to the correct pronunciation as you can? Of course, sometimes we teach this sound over and over and over and over again.
Pick your battles.
Exactly. That's the thing. You got to pick your battles and just tell them, look, that's not how you pronounce it. But that's okay. So I tell them, look, I'm going to teach you how I learned and how it's supposed to be taught. But there's another way, because language is very dynamic. It's always changing. It's the same for the I'm wanting.
Yeah.
It's wrong, grammatically speaking, but you can see this. It has been happening. I've been wanting to tell you. I've been needing to do this. So now I'm in this thing where I tell them that they're going to see it. It exists, but I wouldn't. If I were them, I wouldn't say it, because I don't say it.
Avoid it.
Exactly. Don't feel too comfortable, because then you don't know. If you don't have these rules, then you're going to say whatever. And English is not really saying whatever. Neither is Portuguese. Neither is any language. Otherwise, why would you need a teacher or a class? Like, just say whatever you want.